I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. It's 10:24 p.m. Friday, which day now? Friday, June 6th, 2025. I just finished a call with one of my contacts at ABRAKA in Delta State. A few days back, a former special advisor to the governor, Mr. Harrison Gwamishu, I hope I pronounced that name well, staged a one-man protest to the governor's house at Asaba that he wanted to see the governor to present a complaint about the kidnappings and the attack on citizens in ABRAKA, the death of citizens in ABRAKA, kidnappers and robberies and a reign of terror on the indigenes of ABRAKA, indigenes and residents in ABRAKA. And a policeman at the gate wanted to be confrontational until he told the policeman that where he comes from in Ogwashuku, that kidnappers are terrorizing them. He knows the policeman. There was a more mature one that listened attentively to him. Yesterday, that was on the 5th, there was a video of 4 kidnappers that were eliminated in a gun duel by the divisional police officer and his team in ABRAKA. And there was a large crowd. There was jubilation. I felt in my spirit that that was a wrong move. Video recording them and calling a large crowd to witness. The alleged kidnappers and Fulani herdsmen allegedly shot 2 brothers and eliminated them. They went to the beach, eliminated them. And there was a distress call using the phone of somebody who is a native alleged to have been kidnapped. And there was an attempt to go and rescue them, the person, not knowing that it was a trap. The vigilante, the hunters, and the police were ambushed, according to the report and the videos I saw. In fact, in one of the videos, the person who made the video was asking after the DPO whether he has been found. So, but he is alive. The indigenes and the residents in that community subsequently went to where these people who are of northern extraction to ask them to leave their community. And it nearly degenerated to a serious crisis. I always tell people from the southern part of this country that there is a difference between Fulani, Hausa, Nupe, Igala, Biro, somebody from Pankshin. The people who are in the forest, who are herding cattle and terrorizing our people, are not even Nigerians. Like in the video of the 4 that were eliminated, I overheard somebody saying that they are not Nigerians. very small young men. So I want to ask for restraint. It is not every northerner that is a kidnapper. It is not every northerner that is a Fulani. And it is not every Fulani that is a kidnapper. We should show discretion in interacting with our northern brethren that live amongst us. But a serious action has to be taken by the government of Delta states. There is Marcel Okocha's YouTube channel. He has been talking about these pockets of banditry, Islamic radicals trying to create cells within different parts of the country. And he mentioned Delta State. The problem with leadership in Nigeria is that we don't take things seriously until they degenerate to a major crisis. That thing in ABRAKA could have developed to a major crisis. I believe the governor, the leadership in Delta State should take this issue very seriously. I remember in the time of the House of Assembly member, Evans Iwurie, there was a time he led mobile policemen and vigilante into the bushes in ABRAKA to drive away these headsmen and kidnappers. And where was the President General of the community? ABRAKA has about 2 or 3 kings. Where were the kings? They should have called the leadership of the Arewa in ABRAKA, held a meeting with them, tell them that they should fish out the bad eggs among them. There's a report that there was a protest against this banditry and kidnapping, that the security forces, instead of listening to the protesters, that they aggressively dispersed them. I don't want to use the word I'm supposed to use. So we're having crisis in Delta State. What is happening in ABRAKA has been happening in Ohoro, in the Bomadi axis. What is happening in ABRAKA has been happening between Ugeli and Warri. And there was a time along the road from the PHCN Bitter Glance axis to Jeremy, there were some Fulani kidnappers in that axis. They've been around this area in Delta Central. Our House of Representative member, Honorable Francis Waive, our Senator what am I forgetting? Ede Dafinone, and our governor and all the security forces. Please don't let this thing spiral into communal, interethnic crisis. Because the next thing is that youths in your one community will go and attack our northern brethren. Before you know, they can spiral. The things that cause major crisis in nations start very small. This is a serious issue and should be addressed. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I have a webinar coming up 20th of June on creating multiple streams of income. We have properties for sale. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 for details of how to be in the mentorship group, get properties, and even counseling. God bless you.